So this is the final episode with the old mics. Thanks for being with us. Enjoy the episode. So here we are, episode 3 of SNT.
Great.
Who'd have thought we'd have got here? But here we go. What have you been doing, Tom? What's new?
Not a lot. Not a
a
lot.
lot.
I've been a bit of a hermit this weekend, actually.
Have you?
I'm trying to stick to a bodybuilder's diet without working out.
Oh, all right.
It's going really well.
What's that? Loads of
It's basically
beef.
It's basically because I'm giving myself excuses as to why I'm not going to the gym, but I'm still compensating for having full beef mince, for example. So my body is gaining weight, but in a different way than I intended. But yeah, to be honest with you, mate, I just need to get back to the gym. I had an intention to get a summer body back in 2016, I think.
Yeah,
And it's now 2020, and summer's gone 4 times, and I still haven't got the body.
You still got some time of summer. You know, we're in spring, so you still got a couple of months, a few months.
Maybe if I became like bulimic, or so I didn't have to.
Jesus. Yeah, I mean, you could do, mate. I mean, you might lose some weight, but yeah, probably not healthy.
But yeah, summer goals, 2021. Here we come.
Become bulimic.
Become bulimic. Get a bit of muscle on me.
No, we shouldn't say that. But just
that's why you can't digest food, isn't it?
No, that's when you make yourself like throw up because you've got a bad body image.
Oh, is it?
Bulimia.
I thought it was like an actual thing where you can't digest.
It's a mental illness.
It's a mental illness.
Yeah, it's when you're bulimic. It's when you're like.
Mate, I didn't even know that.
You've got to cut this out.
I actually
As you were saying that, I was like, do you know what you're saying?
I actually thought bulimic.
Yeah, that's what you do. If you're supposed to be sick because you don't want to.
I thought it's because your body reacted badly to food.
Nah. It's mental illness, mate.
That's the end of episode 3.
It's not anorexia, but bulimia is where you don't eat. Bulimia is where you make yourself throw up because you don't want to eat. So, 2 big games coming out in the next few weeks. So you've got Final Fantasy 7 on April the 10th and Resident Evil 3 just before that on the 3rd of April. So,
what was the first one, Final Fantasy?
So yeah, let's talk about Final Fantasy 7. Have you played any Final Fantasy games ever?
So, do you know what? I haven't really. I've watched the anime. I've watched all the animes. I played a bit of Final Fantasy X, where you have to summon beasts.
Yeah, 10's good. 10's really good.
I watched my mate years ago play it, and it did look really good. It was like a turn-based. It was fighting bosses and stuff at the time, but to be honest with you, I've never played it personally. I looked at the latest one. It was Final Fantasy X, was it, in the car? Is it 10?
10 was back on the PS2.
Oh, I don't know what it is.
I think
X19 slash.
Yeah.
But yeah, the new one I thought looked really good, but I just never got it.
Did you ever play 7 on the PS1?
No.
So for a lot of people, it's supposed to be like the best game of all time for a lot of people.
It's worth a lot of money on PS1.
Yeah, it's brilliant. So I had that original PS1. I really enjoyed it, but obviously I was a kid, so I don't think I could fully appreciate it for what it was. So the remake, well, I think this is the first time they've remade it, but they've actually re-released it on quite a few different consoles. So I think there's a mobile version of 7.
It's weird. Like everyone, like even people like me who have not played it, I know who Cloud is.
Yeah,
and I know the character Sephiroth.
Exactly. That's how famous it is.
So I know about it. I knew about how hard it was to get hold of on the PS1.
Yeah.
So I'm aware how popular it was. But for the remake, I'm going to get. It might be really good because for me, it'd be the first time playing a Final Fantasy game, and it's meant to be the best one, and it's a remake. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
So are you going to play it then?
Yeah, you are 100%. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I'll probably download it on the store.
So they released the demo, I think, a couple of days ago. So it's downloaded at the minute on the PS4. So I'm quite looking forward to that. Nice. And then, so the other big game coming out is Resident Evil 3. That's coming out the 3rd of April, I think. No, 10th. Yeah, 3rd of April.
3rd of April, Resident Evil 3.
Yeah.
It's a remake.
So this is a remake of the third Resident Evil on the PS1. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. So again, have you played any Resident Evil games before?
I thought Nemesis was 2. Because the film was 2.
Yeah, the films. So the first film follows the Resident Evil story roughly, but it's pretty different straight from the first film. And then it just goes crazy in its own direction.
Yeah. I mean, I think I saw someone play it on YouTube, like the old version of it.
Resident Evil 3?
Yeah, where he's being chased by Nemesis or something.
Yeah.
to be honest with you, you know I'm like with scary stuff, and I avoided like the plague, to be completely honest with you. There's nothing worse than like a film. I understand there's a time limit. If I have to watch a scary film, I understand there's a time limit. So I'm like, okay, even if this is one of the worst experiences, I've got 2 hours. That's all right. I can deal with 2 hours. Yeah, surely, yeah. With a game, it's hours and hours, and you're playing it and you're living it. And to be honest with you, I had a bit of like a moment on my PS1 when you used to get demos, which were free. Resident Evil 1 was on there, and I couldn't quite figure out how to shoot.
Resident Evil 1, the controls are really hard.
And so I was running between 2 picture frames, and zombies were encroaching on the demo each time to the character.
Yeah.
And I just got slaughtered, and it used to scare me like mad, so I decided not to play it ever again.
Okay.
But I played 4, I think, with Wesker. 5.
Come on, Tom.
But yeah, in terms of Resident Evil games and Final Fantasy games, I have not played.
Okay, well, no chance.
I will get it.
Yeah, it's your chance now.
I think I've grown up a bit from the fear factor of Resident Evil. So
I mean, I've always loved horror kind of stuff, and Resident Evil 2, the remake for that came out last year, and I'm not just saying it. One of the best horror games I've played. Story, gameplay, graphics, incredible, but it genuinely.
Which one was it?
Terrifying. Resident Evil 2, that got re-released last year.
Yeah, that's with the 2 cops, right? There's a boy and a girl.
Yeah, so it's Claire Redfield. What's her name?
Claire Redfield and George Lalloway.
I can't remember the names now. It's definitely Claire Redfield. I'm trying to think who the guy is. Anyway.
Evie Underwood.
No, shut up. Let's not get into that. That's for another episode, by the way. But anyway, Resident Evil 2 terrified me. Like, I remember screaming like a little girl. It's so good.
So that's why I don't play games.
Yeah.
That's why I can't play scary games. Because it's hard for me to even enjoy them, let alone want to play them. Like, if I stone it on, I'm just like, why the fuck am I playing this?
Well, it makes you feel really uncomfortable. Like, there's a bloke called Mr. X, and he'll appear out of nowhere, and he chases you, but he's just relentless. He smashes down walls and runs after you.
Basically like Slenderman, then.
But kind of, but yeah, kind of. And he's nothing to do with the story, really. He's just someone there to just fuck with you, basically. So Nemesis is like him on crack.
See Nemesis, because I know what he looks like, I think he wouldn't scare me. But and chasing in games, I think it's really good anyway. But yeah, I mean, when you play these remakes, do you feel the same? Like, I tend to try and find nostalgia. And the only game I've done that with is Spyro, by the way. But even with like the kiddie games, it's like you're trying to rediscover something you felt.
Yeah, I mean, I talk about nostalgia and stuff a lot, but I think it's just because
games, films, and nice nostalgia.
No, but that's the thing. But like, that was such a good time of my life because you had no like real issues really. It was just you were kind of carefree. Like, all that mattered to me back then was fucking playing the Game Boy. Do you know what I mean? You didn't have to worry about paying my rent. I was in better shape back then as well. But yeah, I do look for that. That's why I love Spyro, Crash Bandicoot, Pokemon. I kind of bet all the time. I'm a massive loser. Just because I think you're right. Part of me is chasing that nostalgia from when I was a kid and times were easier. Sounds a bit deep, but it's true. Look.
Yeah, you've got a pencil sharpener, mate.
No, it's true though, isn't it? Because you've got all these... and that's part of the reason I love video games, is for me, it's like an escape as well.
That's
sit down and chill.
That's why I like stories. Like, the stories in games, like, very rarely do you feel the nostalgia, but when you do, it's worth it. Because, like, you know how many times I've showed you the trailer of God of War and stuff like that. I was just like, it's mythology, something I'm into. It's like, I was just like, this is raw stuff. But no, it's God of War, yeah. No, honestly, I love a good story.
Yeah.
But yeah,
no, I do.
I'll probably play these two. In fact, 100% I'm going to play Final Fantasy. I know that for a fact. One, because it's not scary. But yeah, I'll pick them up.
Okay, so based on that then, we've got the PS5 coming out later this year. I think possibly a new Xbox.
So they're waiting for the design of the PS5 to be released, aren't they? Or they released it?
Things are being leaked. But
there's like a Y-shaped one. And
they've teased. So I was going to ask you, what are you expecting from this next gen of gaming?
I honestly think... I don't think anything new, to be honest. It sounds really weird, but every time there's an update, like an actual hardware, like change of hardware, the way it looks and stuff, I'm always expecting like the stuff which we've been expecting since childhood, which is like, oh my god, it's going to look like a film. It's going to look like. I don't think it will. I don't think it'll ever get to that. Before it gets to that point, I think it'll stop and it becomes something completely different. I wouldn't be surprised if this becomes the last console that you can buy, which physically stays on a cabinet or a shelf, or whatever. I think the next one will be you take it with you wherever you go. Like
the Switch is halfway there.
I just think gaming will become online and on a headset. I think it'll be an all-encompassing thing. I don't think not the same as this virtual reality stuff now. I think it'll be you in game.
So you're talking about like Ready Player One?
No, the most I can sort of relate to it is. Have you ever seen the film The Island? It was about cloning.
Yeah,
Sean Bean.
Yeah.
And in there's an Xbox. And the clones fight, but it's like they're themselves fighting, and they're fighting like, and they feel it and stuff. I honestly think like every time a new console comes out, everyone expects too much. I think as long as it sticks to to what it is, I can sit on my sofa, play some games I enjoy. I think most people will be happy. Obviously, graphics and stuff. I think graphics get to a point where it becomes either reality or it's just graphics. I don't think there's a... What I'm expecting is just easier gaming. Just easier gaming, better looking. I mean, the Xbox One came out in November. Was it in November? 2011? No, 2013. I've got day one Xbox 2013. And when that came out, I thought, it's fucking, look at it. But I thought that about the PS1. I thought that about the PS2.
Yeah, I remember playing the PS1 thinking the graphics were incredible, and you look back and some of those games are unplayable.
Yeah, so it is. I mean, what am I expecting?
Yeah,
not a lot.
So
not a lot.
One sentence summarising, what are you expecting from this next gen?
Just better graphics.
Better graphics. Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree in terms of I've never really... VR doesn't bother me. Like, I don't want to sit there strapped into a machine or a headset. Like, there's something so relaxing about doing a long day at the office, coming home, sitting on the sofa, picking up a controller.
That's what I like, and I feel like if we're not careful, I feel like people play games because they enjoy sitting there playing a game and not doing a lot. If suddenly you have to become really reactive, like there were some exceptions when I was growing up, like which were really special, like the iToy on PS2.
I remember that.
I absolutely loved it. That ninja game is fantastic.
That's because you'd never experienced it before.
No, exactly.
It was groundbreaking for the time.
And then they tried it with the Xbox Kinect, and that went well, didn't it? Everyone. And then like this VR stuff, I just feel like they haven't quite hit the mark. I feel like it's not immersive enough to be a game. You can do you can sit in a room easily, look around the room, like, oh my god, I can't believe this isn't real.
Yeah.
But when you want to go out and, say if you wanted to do a GTA, go out on the street with a gun or whatever, like in virtual reality, you can really do it. It's not like they'd be like, oh, hold on, that's promoting murders. That is. It's like, no, it's not. It's a fucking game, isn't it? But it will go so far as to you can sit on your sofa, but they don't want you to actually go out in real life in like virtual reality. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I'm sure like it will be fun to run around and pretend you're in a war, or not war, but like Call of Duty. Like that would be fun for like an hour, and then after a while,
it'd be pretty scary as well.
It'd be terrifying, but after an hour, you want to sit down. Like it's not.
Yeah, I've jogged 10 miles. Better sit down.
But I think it could be heading that way. I don't know.
And the thing is, it's not. People think gaming is quite inclusive. It's like it's all about. It like they feel like it's not very interactive with other people, but I tell you what, you'll soon notice it when someone's sitting next to you and they've got a headset on and they can't even see you. It's like if you've got family or a girlfriend or whatever the hell it is, children, you're not even going to know they're there because it's like at least with when you're gaming today, it's like you can chill out, you're all right, how you doing, look around. Imagine being it's basically for single people, like more and more now, like or. When you're by yourself, imagine you're getting home invasion. Some people walking in like, oh, he's right, it's on the Xbox. It's like,
have you seen the latest series of Black Mirror? Came out last year.
Yes, I think I've seen all of them.
Okay, so do you know what I'm going to talk to you about with the VR?
Oh yeah. Well, do you know what? Right, that reminds me of like a 21st century version of Have a Hotel.
Basically, yeah. Because correct me if I'm wrong, didn't that him and his mate start playing it, and they end up just banging each other during the fight. They're playing a fighting game. It ends up with them shagging each other.
But it's only in reality, in virtual reality.
Yeah.
They try out in real life, and it's just like, yeah. I actually felt really weird watching that.
I felt really weird
because I play fighting games. Like, we play fighting games.
We play fighting games and watch together.
Like, yeah, that's never really crossed my mind, to be honest.
If it did, mate, nothing wrong with that. Just not with me. But that's fine.
My life would be literally rock bottom if that happened.
Oh, cheers. But no, yeah. So I mean, I think in the very far future, it could be like a chip that activates what you see through your eyes. Like you said, you're not going to have the console. It's all going to be through a giant server that connects to you. But I think we're a long way from that.
I honestly think people will reject that. I think people are more aware of being careful about your webcams, your like facial recognition, your data. It's a bit weird. I think we'll reject that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Anything going into us.
You say that they're already trialing in some countries.
China?
Where some country in Asia.
China.
Probably. They're trialing like fingerprint chips. So you get something put into your finger and it scans you inside and you can pay fingerprint.
Yes, that's wrong, isn't it?
Talking about the government in the future, there'll be like a government implant to track where you are and stuff. I mean, it's a bit conspiracy kind of.
I reckon there's two types of people: you accept it or completely reject it. I don't think there's a middle ground. If you're unsure, you would never do it. You imagine getting a chip in your finger, being like going to a cert, like the NHS or.
I mean, the concept of paying for things with a fingerprint would be really handy.
Yeah, but it's no different than contactless, is it?
No, but you still need that card, and the whole point is, I think that's where we're heading in terms of technology. Like some of these sci-fi films,
I'm just really
must be.
See, I mean,
some of them, I'm sure, turn out true. I'm sure.
Yeah, so I think I'm one of those skeptics.
Yeah, and I am to a certain extent. Like, I don't like the idea of all of my information being online. And if you Google anyone, you can find out if you've ever voted, and someone knows your name, they can find out your address. That's the world we're living in. And if you pay extra, so it's free. If you pay extra to this, I think it's 192. I don't know, some online
1926.
It's like 192.com. I don't know, some phone book directory. If you pay them,
is that their IP address?
They'll even give you phone numbers.
Yes, he is.
It's just called the online electoral roll, but it's ridiculous. The moment you sign up to Facebook, Twitter, these kind of things, I don't want to sound like a blooming conspiracy theorist, but
get out now, everyone. Get out.
Well, seriously, like these giant companies know everything about you. Virgin Media know all the dodgy websites I go on. That's between me and them, but they know everything. So I've prepared a quiz for both of us.
Okay.
So we'll see how this goes. I've got 5 topics. And basically we need to make bids. So the game is called Go On Then. So we can have a topic. So we can have name. We can say name as many different makes of car as you can, and you might say I can name 5, and I think I can name 10. So I'll say 10. If you don't think you can do more than 10, you say go on then, and I have to name 10. If I can't name 10, I lose, and you get a point.
Okay.
I've got 5 categories.
Okay.
So the moment you start to hesitate, I'd say if we leave it 5 seconds, if you hesitate more than 5 seconds, you lose. You lose the round, okay?
It's almost like it's like that bluffing game. From Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's what you have to keep bidding.
Yeah.
You have to keep bidding. Right.
Right. Okay.
Time to go on then.
Is that called Go On Then?
Yeah, go on then. That's what it's called.
All right.
So first of all, I've just got the categories written down. Okay. So I've not had any practice. Right. So first of all,
go on then.
Tom Cruise films. How many can you name?
Oh, this is a lot of pressure.
He's your actor.
4.
Okay, I'm going to get 5.
6.
Go on then. So you have to name 6. As soon as you hesitate more than 5 seconds, you're out. 3, 2, 1.
Minority Report. Last Samurai. Top Gun Maverick. The second one. Does that count?
Yeah, go on then.
War of the Worlds. The Mission Impossibles.
You've done it. Well done, mate. Easy as that. So round 1 is you.
Okay.
Done. Next category.
Tropic Thunder as well is my favourite one.
Tropic Thunder's brilliant. So, characters from the US Office.
So do I get a point for that?
Yeah, so you won the first round.
Characters from the US Office. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
How many can you know?
6.
7.
Ah. Go on then.
Okay. So, Jim, Pam, Andy, Meredith, Michael, Toby, Oscar, Kevin. There you go.
Oh, okay.
So 1-1.
It actually makes you doubt yourself.
Mate, putting you on the spot is really tough. Really, really tough putting you on the spot.
Right, okay.
Okay, so 1-1. Number 3, fire type Pokemon.
Jesus Christ.
So from any gen, doesn't matter.
And if we go with that's a dual time.
Yeah, it's fine.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
As long as it's got fire in it, it's fine.
Christ.
I've got the lists up so we can check if there's one we're a bit really.
All right. Oh, this is gonna be. There's a load.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 8.
I'll go 9.
Go on then.
Oh, you prick. Okay, right. Let's go. So Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, Cyndaquil,
Yeah, okay.
Quilava, Typhlosion, Magby, Magmortar, Arcanine, Growlithe. I mean, there's 10. But come on, mate.
I forgot. Do you know what? I forgot about that one.
Evolutions.
Yeah, I did. I thought, maybe. Okay, so it's 2-1 to you.
It's 2-1. Number 4. Soul Calibur characters.
Oh man, I really don't do. I don't do well under pressure here.
Soul Calibur characters from any game you like, any Soul Calibur game. Start small. Let's start the bidding small.
All right.
I'll go 2.
5.
I'll go 6.
All right, I'll go 7.
I'll go 10.
All right. God, can I name more than 10? I'm gonna say 12.
12. Go on then.
Oh God. Okay, here we go.
All right. I'll start
You
counting.
keep counting, yeah?
I'll keep counting.
Sophia, Cassandra, Ivy, Talem, Zazlamel, Abyss, Nightmare, Siegfried, Maxi, Young Sung,
Yeah.
Keelik,
One more.
Inferno.
There you go. Done. All right.
I'll do one more just in case, I think.
Right.
Do one more. So on to that nice.
Well done.
Jesus.
It's horrible.
My brain's like...
So it's 2-2. So this is for
This
the
is
win.
it. Okay.
Right. Final one. Premier League strikers.
Christ. Yeah, it's definitely my... Wow, you're going to smash this. You're a football fan.
You like football.
So, okay... I'm going to say a load of names that I think are strikers, and they're probably not. Right?
Ancelotti.
Is there an actual? Fucking hell! I'm going to get slaughtered for this online. Is there an actual defined term of striker? It's like so.
Well, forward. They're forward.
Forward.
So you wingers.
I assume I know what that means. At the front of the.
Yeah, someone who's.
All right.
Yeah, so you got wingers, strikers, centre forwards.
All right, 10.
10. Straight off the bat with 10 in the Premier League.
Oh, Premier League. Oh shit. Hold on, that might be a different story. Premier League 10. All right. All right. So 10.
I mean, I know I can do it, but I want to see you name 10.
I know you do.
So I'm going to say, go on then. It's tough.
Right.
It's tougher than you think.
I'm going to say a load of names that I think are strikers.
So go through the clubs.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, but I think some of the names I have in my head, I don't think are right. Harry Kane.
Yeah.
Dele Alli. No.
I'll give you that. He's a forward. He does play forward. He's a midfielder. He does play forward. I'll give you that.
Giroud.
Yeah. 7 more.
Lacazette.
Yeah.
Bamiyang.
Yeah.
Obviously Salah.
Yeah.
Mane.
Yeah. Come on, you got 3 more. Come on, you can do it.
Fuck. Jack Grealish.
I mean, he's a midfielder, but he does play forward sometimes, so he goes on the wing. I'll give you that.
All right.
I'll give you.
My brain is.
It's tough.
Kevin De Bruyne? No, he's not. He's
Again, he's midfielder, but he can't go forward. I'll give you Aguero. Have Kevin De Bruyne. That's 10. Give me one more, though. Give me one more.
David Silva?
But you got 10. You got 10.
No,
you got 10. He's done 10. Come on, mate.
Is David Silva a natural name?
Yeah. He's a midfielder. He plays for City. But
Fuck. See, that's what I thought. I think their strikers are not, are they? So they kids score goals. Or
so forwards, anyone that's on the wing or as a striker or a centre forward. But
Hazard's not there anymore, is he?
No, he's at Chelsea. He's at Real Madrid now.
I don't know anyone from. I was trying to think there's like Chelsea. I can't think of anyone.
You said Giroud.
No, apart from that.
Batshuayi.
Is that a takeaway menu?
Tammy Abraham.
Right.
Chelsea.
Oh yeah.
No, you done really well. To be fair, mate, you done really well.
I can name a lot of players. I just don't know what the certain term striker means. Does that mean they score goals?
Striker, someone plays forward, yeah. Wait, tell you what. 3-2, you won. 3-2, well done. You won. Congrats. Right.
I couldn't tell you if I was actually right in any of that.
No, you honestly, mate, you done well. You done well. So, what are you watching in a minute then? What's going on your Netflix?
So, Castlevania.
Your new series just come out, didn't it?
Yeah, Castlevania. I read online they're doing 5 series.
5?
5, yeah. And I'll be honest with you, I've been watched the whole thing in a day.
What, the new series?
Yeah.
Is that you done today?
Yesterday. Came out yesterday, so I think it came out Friday. But no, I watched the whole thing and I'm super into anime. Alright? I love anime. No, I do. I fucking love it. See, not all the weird shit, but like, you know, the
tentacle rape and all that dodgy stuff. There's some dodgy stuff.
What's the no?
There's some dodgy anime.
But I follow anime. I like it. And Castlevania is really good. Castlevania is really, really good. I recommend anyone to watch it.
So the new series is good then?
Yeah.
Okay, so like I said, I was saying to you earlier, I think Castlevania Series 1, I thought was brilliant.
There's only 3 episodes though. That's what I realised.
Yeah, but it was done really well. Series 2, I thought, started off strong and then I lost its way a little bit. I think towards the end of Series 2, it started to get really good again. It was like a big dip for me.
Yeah.
When it dropped in quality a little bit. But again, it started strong.
I think the characters done really well.
Yeah.
I honestly think the characters done really, really well.
What's his name? The guy with the Belmont. I like him.
Trevor.
Yeah, I like him. And obviously Dracula's pretty cool. The fighting scenes towards the end are quality. That's Series 2.
That's one of the things they said on that page I was reading. They said it's going to take some time to bring out the next series because the animation is quite full on. It's quite like
intense.
Obviously, I have no idea of how they do these things, but apparently it takes a long time to do the one in Castlevania, so that's why it takes like 6 months to a year for them to do another series.
Looks decent. It looks really decent, to be fair.
Yeah.
I'll watch the trailer. So I'm watching. I'm about to start watching Better Call Saul, the new series. So
have you watched the previous 3?
I'm up to date, apart from this series. So I haven't seen it from this series.
I haven't watched it yet. It's when I first picked that up, I thought, because I'm a Breaking Bad fan, like most people are, I thought it'd be like the same, but it's not. It's very different than that. But it's still its own thing. Like, I actually thought the character would. I mean, I didn't think he was that in depth to have 5 series, but they've done it really well. And
I thought last series with the whole German engineer building the big thing underground, Gus Fring. Sorry for spoilers. I thought that was so good.
Yeah, well,
I was hooked.
It's got its own. It's definitely got its own feeling, its own style to how it's done.
Completely, yeah.
I think, like I said, I think it's brilliant. I don't think it can never overtake Breaking Bad, in my opinion.
Do you know? I actually preferred some of it.
Nah,
I really did. Especially like midway to like.
I feel like it's really slow in parts. It's really like the law bit. It was really good when his brother was around.
I think he's building it up though to show you what a prick his brother is, and he's destroyed it.
See, now that his brother's dead,
spoilers.
Yeah, I actually think that it's gone downhill. I feel like the relationship with his brother made it quite intense.
I get that. I'm keen to see where it's going to go because I think it's such a strong series. Like you said, it started off as like a side story to Breaking Bad, and I was thinking, first of all, do I really care? And second of all, is it going to be that good? But I think they've done such a good job of building the characters. Saul himself and James McGill, whatever.
Yeah.
Like you're seeing him
done well for himself for that girl, didn't he?
Yeah.
So it's like, how the hell's he got her?
Yeah. No. But you're seeing him slowly transition into how he becomes Saul Goodman. I think it's brilliant. He's such a good actor. I can't remember his name now.
Yeah, well, he's in that. I spoke about Fargo earlier.
Yeah.
He's in series 1 of that.
Oh, okay.
He's one of the chiefs in the police department.
I still need to watch that.
And he plays like a really. He's one of these policemen that sees the best in people rather than sees the reality of like it's grim out there. He plays really well actually. Yeah.
Oh, nice. I need to watch Fargo, to be fair.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good. Good for bulimics.
What did I watch? I watched Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler.
Oh, yeah. No,
Mate,
I've never watched that.
It's just come out on Netflix, about a month ago.
Uncut Gems.
The most uncomfortable I've felt watching a film.
Is this one we said he's actually really good at acting in there?
Incredible.
Like, see, I need to watch it.
Mate, he's incredible. I'm not joking. He's done such a good job in this film.
Is it better than Jack and Jill? Because I was really
yeah. Didn't even watch that. That's why it's so good. He's basically showcasing his talent.
Grown Ups 2, better than that.
When I think of Adam Sandler, I think of Grown Ups. I think shit. I think of
shit in the corner.
I mean, have you seen Big Daddy? Because that film's brilliant.
That's the one when he was right. This is back in the 80s, isn't it? 90s.
The 90s, yeah. That's where he was trying to get custody of the kid and all that. That's such a good film. But yeah, when I think of Adam Sandler, I think he's pretty poor. Uncut Gems, you see him showcasing some serious talent. I've not felt this uncomfortable watching a film for ages. Like it's like basically it's like someone who's addicted to risk.
It's like he's giving an effort again, making more of an effort with his.
Mate, but he's showcasing his ability as an actor. Seriously. So check out Uncut Gems if you can.
So next week we're going to be doing something a little bit different, but for now, this will be one of the last episodes of Quinn's Rigmarole. All right, unless we bring it back, but I haven't decided yet. We're going to try out something brand new for you lot next week. Right, so you know how it works. I'm going to ask you a series of questions,
and I'm not going to answer them.
And I just want to test your knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay. Things we've both seen, things we're both into. All right. Now, for those of you who have been listening to our podcast, you know that Sam's been found on Lord of the Rings questions, so I've put one in there.
For God's sake.
All right.
I probably wouldn't know the answer, but here we go.
Right, here we go. Quinn's Rigmarole. In the film Django Unchained,
okay,
what is the name of Samuel Jackson's character?
I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a bloody clue. I'm trying to think.
If you're interested in joining Quinn's Rigmarole,
yeah, what can I do?
Email us. Right.
I can't think, mate. I've drawn a blank. Oh, I've not got a clue, sorry.
You give up?
Give me his first name. The letter.
Samuel Jackson. Oh, sorry.
The character.
The character. I can't give you that, mate. You give it away.
No clue, mate.
Stephen is his name.
I would not have known that. Oh,
right.
Stephen!
Okay, this one's quite topical. All right.
Okay.
Obviously, with the new James Bond film.
Oh, I hate James Bond.
Delayed till the end of the year now, I think, until Corona gives up. Name all of the Daniel Craig Bond films.
Okay. So
including the new one.
I don't know the new one.
All right. Give us as many as you can.
Okay, so Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace.
I'm surprised you got that one because that's the hardest one.
Okay, Quantum of Solace, Casino Royale, Spectre. There's one more I'm missing. Quantum of Solace, Casino Royale, Spectre.
You've said those.
I can't think of any more.
Come on.
I don't know. Casino Royale is the first one. Then Quantum of Solace with Javier Bardem. No, yeah. Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Spectre.
This isn't bad, he's just repeating the answers he knows.
How many are there?
There are 5.
Including the one that's coming out?
Yes.
So I've got 3 of the 4 that are currently out. I can't finish the last one.
There are people screaming, Sam.
Yeah, go on, I give up.
All right. Casino Royale.
Yeah.
Quantum of Solace.
Yeah.
Skyfall.
That's with Javier Bardem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spectre.
Yeah.
And the new one is No Time to Die.
I did know that now you said that actually as well.
Jeez.
3 out of 5. 3 out of 5.
Now this one's the hardest one.
Brilliant.
In Scrabble. What is the letter Q worth?
10.
Oh my god, he's got it. He's got it. Bloody hell. I thought you were going to struggle with that. I had to research that.
I know that.
Right. Now,
That's a good question.
Everyone start listening, okay, because we've got a Lord of the Rings question. Come on.
Brilliant.
All right. Here we go. Get ready for disappointment. At the start of the Lord of the Rings, how many rings were given to the elves, and how many rings were given to the dwarves? There's a monologue at the beginning.
Yeah, I know. There's 9 rings.
That's for men.
Yeah. 9 rings for men. It's 3 to the dwarves. It's 3 to the dwarves, isn't it?
I'm really sorry about this, everyone. He's meant to be a fan of Lord of the Rings. I can't see it.
Oh, for fuck's sake. 5 to the elves.
Should we pull a cab? Pull a cab, because this is why Queen's Rigmarole is so disappointing.
3 to the elves.
Yes. 7. Oh, fuck.
7 to dwarves, yeah?
Yeah, a bit. Some audio issues there. 7 to dwarves, yeah. All right.
3 to the elves.
3 to the elves.
Okay.
All right, okay. I don't know if I should give you that one or not, but I fucked up. All right. Okay. In Game of Thrones, what is the Hound's official name, Sam? Your favourite character from Game of Thrones. What's his name?
Sir Jorah Mormont.
Oh, we've got to cut that bit out. That is terrible.
I can't think.
Sir Jorah Mormont is the Hound's real name. News to me.
That might be put on the spot.
Oh, I've got a lovely warm coffee. It'll be cold by the time he gets this one.
That might be put on the spot.
So, the Hound's official name, his favourite character.
No, Sir Jorah was the guy.
Jorah Mormont.
Jorah Mormont's the bloke whose hand goes grey and he's just a stone thing. The thing is, you're going to tell me you're not going to know it. Oh, no. Sendor Clegane.
Correct.
There we go. Sendor Clegane. There we go. Got there in the end. So Jorah Mormont is the bloke who touches the stone.
He's obsessed with dinner, isn't he? Okay. Last question. Okay. Last question. In Skyrim.
For fuck's sake.
Right?
Yeah.
In Skyrim, what is the name of the band of warriors in Whiterun that turn into werewolves? What's the band of warriors that turn into werewolves, Sam? In Skyrim, they live in Whiterun.
This is in the back of my head. I know this as well. I might surprise you here. Hold on a minute. Because I know you've got the lair and there's like the smith on the top of the anvil.
Yeah.
They got all the halls in the bottom.
Got the right place.
I can't remember what they're called. Is it one word? No, it's 2 words. It's really going to annoy me because you're going to say it and I know it. It's a good question. I can see everything.
Yeah.
I can see everything. No,
just not the name.
You get like a special sword as well. You're going to tell me and I'm going to know it and it's really going to wind me up.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot.
No,
I don't know.
The answer is the companions.
Yeah.
They are the
companions. I think it was 2 words as well.
So I'm going to spare you the results of that one and just say...
I've got Scrabble.
I've got
Scrabble. I've got the Hound eventually and I've got half of James Bond, so pretty shit, but there you go.
That's the end of Queen's Rigmarole for episode 3.
Thank God.
We might bring that back. We haven't decided yet.
Thank God.
But next week we're going to try out something a bit different.
Yeah, we'll give it a go anyway. So, I think that's enough for this episode. Hopefully by now it's all on Spotify and YouTube and the various podcast platforms. So if you're listening, it sounds so cheesy and whatever, but please subscribe, follow us. We are on Instagram as well. So find us on Instagram. I think we're called SNT Podcast, funnily enough.
Yep.
But we're on Instagram, sorry.
Great. We'd like to hear feedback as well on and to be honest, if you've got any games that you want to sort of for us to try out, I'm more than happy to do that.
Yeah.
We've got a few ideas in the back of our head of what we're going to do for the next few episodes, but yeah.
So if you've got any feedback, you can drop us an email. That'd be great. So it's thesntshow. So get in touch. And yeah, thanks a lot. We'll see you there. See you next week.